man named Ron Delight surrendered, claiming
What's up, everybody? This is the AR. Lawrence Carter said react to Ace Attorney Season 2, Episode 4.
At the trial, I was able to prove that Ron didn't steal the urn and even
Recap.
unmasked the true Damask in the process. The culprit was his rival.
So we got a recap right here.
We won the case, but then Ron was accused of something far worse.
Okay. We are back at it again. What episode?
I'm glad we got the urn back, but
To do it, we had to place Ron at the scene of a murder as it happened.
That's
I
crazy.
just don't buy it. How could that wimp commit murder? Well, what else could he have been doing? Mr. Nick proved he was there at 1 a.m.
Establishing an alibi is a really strong move. As long as it's verifiable, it can turn an entire case around. I was just trying to prove Ron was somewhere else at the time.
Too bad that somewhere else was where a murder took place.
That's
Looks like we did
crazy.
too good of a job this time.
What can I say?
There were two
I
places.
didn't know they'd find a body there.
I'm worried. I hope Desiree's okay. This can't be easy on her.
All right, we should investigate the murder at KB Security. I don't think Ron has it in him to kill someone either. There must be another explanation.
Yeah.
I'll continue to defend him, for his wife's sake too.
Good call. And with the urn back, we can focus our efforts on helping you. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Did the urn always have these pink splotches? And what's with it saying Ami again all of a sudden? It still said I am on the poster.
The truth is, 1 year ago, Pearl broke the urn by accident. She tried her best to put it back together, but she isn't exactly great at crafts or spelling.
Whoa, I just had a thought. Do you think this could be a fake or something?
A fake?
If you really think so, then I'll bring it back to the village and have Great Aunt take a look at it. Good idea. I'll go with you. Oh, no. I couldn't possibly allow that. Why not? I want you two to spend some time together. Maybe then you'll get all lovey-dovey like our new friends are.
Like our new friends?
You know, I mean Ron and Desiree, obviously. Taking matters into their own hands to defend each other. Oh, so romantic. Now that's what I call love. I hope I feel that one day.
Someone's excited.
You can say that again. I'm off. Be a good couple while I'm gone. No fighting, okay?
She, seems to have the wrong impression about the two of us.
I know, right? I'm not surprised, though.
Why's that?
I'm sure I've told you this before, but our channeling powers are strictly maternal. Only the women inherit them. So inevitably, we become the center of life in the village. Maybe because of that, many marriages in our family end up falling apart. I guess the men must feel like outsiders, because many of them end up leaving the village forever.
That's crazy.
Even when they have a daughter.
I take it Pearl's father wasn't the exception then.
It's just, she's grown up surrounded by relationships that never seem to work out well. It's only natural she'd want to encourage healthy ones. Besides, ever since the incident last year, she hasn't had a mom around.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay, has been rotting in jail for the last year.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm the
remember.
only family she's got
I'm
left
like,
at this
what?
point.
That makes a
What
lot
happened?
of
I was
sense.
like, yeah, I remember that.
Excuse me.
Miss Andrews, what's the matter?
I have some bad news. I'm truly sorry.
Oh, what happened? September 13th.
Really? You shattered the Karine urn?
Yes,
But when did that happen?
recently. It was about 2 weeks ago. The urn was sent to us after they finished the photo shoot for the poster. I was carrying it to the warehouse when it happened.
Oh.
I'll never forget that terrible noise. I rushed over and tried to check inside.
Oh.
And then blacked out from the shock.
Yeah, that checks out. The paint matches perfectly.
Of course, I tried my best to repair the urn. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big, so I was able to piece them back together with relative ease. With the urn back in one piece, I realized how ugly the paint stains looked, so I hid them behind Mystic Ami's statue.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand everything here. Just one problem. That's not where the statue was last time.
Yes, you're right.
You did seem surprised back then.
But what is she doing over there? Oh, no.
Whoa! Does that mean someone moved it without you knowing?
Whoa.
If I'm right, the statue was only delivered here a day before the theft. The detective guarding the warehouse, Lou Gatme, is the only one who could have moved it. The question is why he moved it. Furthermore, does this have anything to do with our new case?
Again, sorry. I sincerely apologize.
I'm telling you that
About it.
that statue
Everyone's
was a piece of
supposed to
evidence.
now. If anything, we should be thanking
Like
you.
2 episodes
Oh,
before.
really? That's great.
December 12th, KP Security.
I'm the new boss around here. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Hey, new guy. Bring me a cup of joe, will you? Pronto.
Just so you know, that's where the victim was sitting seconds before he died. Man, today's been a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
I guess.
You got that right. That caffeine-obsessed Cyclops made us look like total idiots.
That's a rough one. I feel for you two.
Wait, what? That's not like you at all. Usually you're like, serves you right, you got what you deserved.
Well, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their work like you did, so, you know, that and I can sympathize with things that work out for hardworking people. Things rarely go the way I want in my line of work.
Wow, Dick, you're so thoughtful. That's a shock.
Oh, while you're feeling talky, what happened to Master Mask after the trial?
Him? That detective that played dress up? Serves him right. The guy got what he deserved.
Oh, there's the gumshoe.
Yup.
At least we know there's nothing wrong with him. By the way, would you mind telling us a little bit about the victim who died here the other night?
Sure thing, pal. Kane Bullard, the CEO of KB Security and a big fella in his own right. His corpse was found at 9 this morning. However, his estimated time of death is 1 a.m. on the 12th.
It really did happen at the same time that Master Mask stole the urn, huh?
That's crazy.
Why did it take an entire day for someone to discover the body?
Well, his corpse was stashed away inside that big safe, if you can believe it. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe in the morning,
Out fell the body.
Damn.
also it seems like this guy was involved in some shady business practices.
Shady like how?
If a company hired his firm, they'd spy on him, learn their secrets, then sell the information to rivals.
Wow, sounds like a grade A crook.
The firm was even in charge of security for someone robbed by Master Mask, but they screwed it up and lost the victim's trust.
That's interesting. What are you doing?
Trying to open this dumb safe. What's it look like?
I don't think you understand how safes work.
It's worth noting somebody must have opened that on the night of the crime. After all, the victim's body was hidden in there. Also, according to company records, Ron DeLight had the clearance needed to open it.
But there are plenty of others with the same level of access as him, aren't there?
Of course there are, but still...
Sorry, I wanted to see what the button was for.
It's an emergency buzzer! Can't you read? It says right there!
Oops, should have looked.
It sets off an alarm in the basement guard room that tells security to hightail it here.
I have to wonder. The other night, was that button pressed?
I had the same thought, so I asked around. Security says there's no record of the alarm sounding. Plus, we tested the button for prints and didn't find a thing.
I'm surprised the buzzer wasn't used.
You again? You need something, big man?
Larry. December 13th. KV Security,
I am
Security
so
Office.
jealous, and here I was working my butt off while you're out there living the dream. It's a weekday, man, and you two are on an afternoon date.
Oh no, it's nothing like that at all. I'm just here to investigate CEO Bullard's death.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That guy died, didn't he?
Come on.
All right, let's actually get down to business. Larry, were you here on the night of the murder?
Huh? Yeah, of course I was.
That's a lie if I ever heard one.
What? No, I was here. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah, you were playing hooky.
What do you mean? I resent that. Besides, do you have proof I left my post? Because I don't think you do.
I thought you found Ron's wallet. At least that's what you testified at the trial.
Oh, yeah. It was just 2 days ago. I saw it on the ground outside my building at work.
It's clear. If you found it outside 2 nights ago, you must have snuck out of work.
You're not saying it's my fault, are you? It's not my fault he's dead, right?
Did you bail for the usual reason?
Usual reason? If you're insinuating that I left to meet a girl, then you're way off.
I knew it.
I'm a fool. If I was here, he'd be alive.
Oh, Larry.
How can I ever make up for what I've done? I must atone, Nick.
Well, for starters, you better tell me this. Did the buzzer really not go off that night?
I had the same thought, so I asked around. Security says there's no record of the alarm sounding.
Nope. Had to check before. No logs of it going off all night.
Would you mind looking one more time, just in case?
Fine. I can't say no to you, Maya. Let's see.
Well, I figured we might as well try.
Yeah, but I doubt it'll help. Not even Larry could make that kind of mistake.
Oh, crap! I made a mistake. I don't know how! It says it went off during the night, around 1 a.m. or so.
Around 1 a.m.?
That lines up perfectly with the time of the murder.
Say it ain't so. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, I can't believe it either, buddy. Let's go ask Ron for some clarification on that night.
I'm begging you, Mr. Wright. Begging. Please don't abandon me.
Ron, if you want my help, you're going to have to start telling me the truth. Do I have your word?
Yeah.
All right, now tell me where you were the night of the murder, and I mean where you really were.
Okay.
At 1 a.m. on September the 12th, you weren't at Lordley Taylor, but at KB Security, right?
Since I used to work there, I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So I used a key card to unlock the door. I didn't notice, but when I went inside, someone was there in the dark. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head with something.
Could you tell if it was the CEO when you looked at him?
No. Whoever it was ran away while I was stunned, so I didn't see what they looked like. But when I came to, I saw Mr. Bullard dead on the ground. I thought I had to do something about the body.
And what did you do after that?
What do you think? I got out of there. Sure, I hid the body in the safe, but that's because I was afraid of how it'd look. See, that's all I did, I swear. I was scared the police would find out, so I turned myself in. If I had been found guilty as mask to mask in the previous trial, then that could have been my alibi.
One more thing. Can you recall when you received this blackmail letter?
Let's see. When was it again? It's kind of hard to tell them all apart. There have been so many.
What does that mean? This isn't the first one?
No, but this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location, if that counts for anything.
Do you at least remember when you received the first one?
I could never forget that. I got the first letter only a few days after my debut as Mask to Mask.
Ron, you said you'd tell the truth. You aren't the Phantom Thief. It was Ace Detective Luke Atme.
No, it wasn't. I know it looks like I'm lying because it wasn't me who broke into Lordley Taylor that night. But still, it really was me on all the other heists. I'm not lying. Someone apparently spotted me on my inaugural adventure. I know because it said so in the first blackmail. Something like, I know you did it.
You got busted on your first theft?
And from then on, I started receiving plans and instructions in the mail.
Plans?
They'd tell me what to steal and how to do it. They detailed security blind spots, escape routes, and even training methods.
Are you telling me your heists were all planned by someone else?
Yes, after the first one, I was simply carrying out my mysterious orders. If I didn't, they'd tell the cops. Pretty cool, huh?
Why is he so happy about being exploited?
So Ron was Mask to Mask after all, but someone
Damn,
else
that's crazy.
Someone who
He wasn't
planned it
lying
all out in
completely.
detail.
All I had to do was put the treasures I stole into the designated safe deposit box. Then just sit back and wait for the cash to arrive in the mail.
You even got a reward out of it?
Damn.
Is that why you went after the Kurine urn then?
I didn't. I've never even seen that urn. All I do is steal what I'm told to, and that urn wasn't in my instructions.
Ron, do you swear everything you've just said is the truth?
Yes, and now that it's out, I'm done for. If there's one thing Desi won't stomach, it's breaking the law.
When she finds out, she's never gonna forgive me.
If you knew that, why'd you become a thief?
I had to. She spends money like it grows on trees. You see, I love her compulsive spending and all. But there's no job that could bring in enough money for her. Except being a thief, I figure.
Damn.
I tried telling her I was mask to mask, but she immediately laughed at the idea. She thought I was joking around.
To be fair, I don't think I would have believed it either. Can't blame her.
Anyway, I wanted to tell you something.
That's crazy.
I heard that detective who's taking credit for my thievery is having his trial at the exact same time as mine in the courtroom next door.
Well, that's surprising.
Hold on, but we know that wacky wordsmith isn't actually mask to mask, don't we?
Right, he's not. I am.
It doesn't matter what we know if he's claiming to be guilty. I have one more question that I have to ask you before we're finished.
Of course, ask away.
Be completely honest in your response. Did you kill Kane Bullard?
No, I didn't. Please. Please believe me.
September 12th.
I'm sorry. As you can imagine, I was just trying to help.
What if his wife
Kinda backfired on you there, didn't it?
killed him?
Nicky boy,
I just thought it was
please,
funny.
we really need
I was
your
just saying
help.
that could have been.
Ronnie's not a killer.
one
I know him
suspect.
better than anyone.
I'm on your side.
Thank you so much. I just don't know what to do anymore. I feel so useless. And that detective. He's infuriating. I want to knock that pointy nose off his stupid face.
Knowing that, I'm less surprised that you barged into his office, but you still shouldn't have done that.
I had to do something. Ronnie was in major trouble.
We talked to him earlier, and despite everything, he's still claiming to be mask to mask.
He's so silly. I know everything there is to know about that cinnamon roll. He always looks before he leaps. Most of the time he looks and doesn't leap. He's so faint-hearted. He just doesn't have it in him to be a thief.
Right, you know him the best.
I guess opposites attract.
Huh?
Oh, just thinking out loud about how these two are so different yet somehow ended up married to each other.
Come on now. You don't have to sound so perplexed. It was love at first sight. For me, at least.
Wow, that's a surprise.
It wouldn't be if you'd been there. Ronnie saved my life. Back then, I was working in a bank, and one day, two men suddenly rushed in to rob us. I can't stand people like that, so naturally, I gave him a piece of my mind.
You talked down to armed robbers?
Yeah, and they took me hostage. I was so scared. But then help arrived, in the form of Ronnie.
Stop! You thugs, leave her alone!
Crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. I think that's when I realized he's the kind of guy who has real courage. The courage to risk his life when it matters most. My Ronnie.
Tomorrow,
Damn.
let's send that prosecutor Godot from espresso to depresso.
Yeah.
Mr. Nick! Hey, you two!
That was a good joke.
Pearls! It's the real deal, apparently. That's such great news! Thanks again, you rock!
The urn. This whole mess started with it. At 1 a.m. on the night it was stolen, Ron was at KB Security. At the same time, there was another mask-to-mask in the Lordly Taylor basement warehouse. Why'd Luke Atney show up there dressed like that? And why would he pick that time in particular to steal the urn? Not to mention, why was the statue moved? There had to have been a reason. And that's not all we don't know. Who attacked Ron in the CEO's office at KB Security? And that emergency buzzer, why would the killer let it be pressed? He should have realized security would rush there. Wait, did he do it because he knew security would come? Why didn't I see it before?
I know that look. You just figured something out, didn't you?
Tomorrow's trial will be a race against the clock.
Okay.
I was hoping we could take this one nice and easy.
Connecting
Unfortunately,
the dots.
we can't. That won't cut it tomorrow.
This court is hereby in session for the trial of Ron Delight.
In a nearby courtroom, another trial is set to begin.
Who's
Court is now in session for the trial of Luke Atme.
Who are
Please
the
take
two
your
people?
seats.
Two simultaneous trials linked at the core. I have to find the truth and drag him to the stands. Before the verdict is handed down.
Woo! Let's go. So that's the end of the episode. We're going right to the next episode because I'm 5 weeks, 6 weeks of not uploading an episode for 6 weeks, and I always have to react to one episode each week. So that's a total of 6 episodes I missed. This is going to be one of them. So I need 5 more episodes. So I'm going to react to another episode of Ace Attorney to make 4 episodes that I'll be behind. And pretty soon I'll do a vote. I'm going to do a poll pretty soon. The next episode or this episode. But it's going to be, I might not do a poll. I'm going to be reacting to Season 2 of ReZero, English dubbed. And then Rent-A-Girlfriend, English dubbed as well. So, if you guys like me reacting to those 2 animes, tell me in the comments below that you agree. If not, just say no. But you guys would, I bet you guys are gonna enjoy me reacting to those 2 new series. These are series that already came out this summer, the summer season. So these are going, these 2 shows are going to be the ones I'll be reacting to for this season. Now that My Hero Academia was last season, winter as well. What else did I react? That was during seasonal. Overlord was a seasonal one too that I did. But that was like last year. I think that's it. My Hero Academia was the only one seasonal anime that I would watch. This is one. I mean, Overlord was one. I have to react to Ace Attorney. Haiku was one. I know they're going to do another Haiku English dub. I'm waiting for that one. We're close to finishing the Haiku. So I want to finish, catch up to this one soon. And finish it as well. So I'll just be reacting to Rent-A-Girlfriend, ReZero. And then we wait until next season to see what season anime I'll be reacting to next. So without that's the end of this reaction. Hit the like button, like the video, subscribe for more reactions to Ace Attorney Season 2. I believe this is going to be the last season, I don't know. And I'll see you guys in the next video to upload. Adios.